What's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a marvelous Monday. Yeah, hope you guys are having a good Monday. Great Monday. I did. Let me see. My coach asked me to do a video. I think he wants me to reflect where I'm at in life, where I came from, look at myself from, I guess you can say, a better perspective. So he came up with these questions and he told me to make a video of it real quick. So I'm just going to do a real quick video. What is your purpose, Mike? Why did you go to the temple, Mike? How did you get into personal development? These are questions I hear all the time. And I'm going to answer that today. Oh, a little bit of it. I'll start off with every morning I wake up to these questions that I ask myself because, like Carlos says, the quality of the questions that you ask yourself dictates the quality of your life. So these are the questions I ask myself every single morning. What is my mission in life? What is my purpose in life? What do I really want? My mission would be to, help the youths like I want to. My purpose is, I like helping other people, is to help other people. And what do I really want? I just want a better world. That's all I want, right? So, why do I do what I do? Let me see. I got into personal development because life was not going the way it was. Life was not going the way I wanted it to. Okay, it sucked. So I just grabbed it by the balls and changed it. I want to teach others what I learned and how to unrut yourself. That's why I do what I do. That's why I make these videos. For the past 15 to 16 years, my life was consumed by, it was just like overwhelmed and consumed by negativity. I was full of hatred for myself, full of hatred for others. There was jealousy, there was envy. I hung out with the wrong crowd. They're still good people. They're still good friends. It's just, we just did bad stuff. Got myself into terrible situations. But then again, I have this knack of using my mouthpiece to getting myself out of terrible situations. I was unstable financially, unstable physically, mentally. I couldn't stop partying for the life of me. I was becoming a burden to others. I was a loser, man. So that's why I'm into personal development, because I figured out how to unstuck myself, unrut myself, and get myself back. And that's why I want to help other people, because I know that there's always going to be somebody out there that's doing worse than me. And that's something I know for a fact. So that's why I want to help other people. Hang on a second. Let me see. I have this all written down. Where is it? Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I was a loser. I couldn't stop partying for the life of me. Life wasn't going the way I wanted it to, so I had to unwrite myself. I just changed it. I just took it by the balls and just changed it, man. You know what I mean? I changed it up. Let's rewind 3 months ago. 3 months ago, I was staying at my mom's house. My girlfriend left me. A close friend of mine crashed my TLX. Now I got no car. So, to reiterate, I got no roof to call my own. I don't have a lot of money. I quit my job because I was too depressed. I called it. I have no girlfriend and I got no car. So I packed up my stuff. I headed to Texas for some monk studies, and here I am now. Now I did monk studies. I'm gonna tell you guys this again. I did monk studies, but I am not a monk. I'm nowhere close to it. I just did some Buddhist monk studies. I stayed at a temple and I lived their ways for 2 months. I was pretty enlightened, and I'm still enlightened to this day, and that's what I'm letting you know. So I packed up my stuff, headed to Texas, did some monk studies, and here I am now. I'm loving life in Houston, as you guys can see. I was in a terrible spot. I was in a living hell. I was living hell. It was hell on earth, to be honest with you. I was plagued by problems and stress and money, and it was my mind just, sometimes I was so sad and just depressed with myself that I would just utter the word, the F word, the F bomb, just quietly to myself, and people would be like, huh? I mean, that's how bad it was. Sometimes I wake up saying that, dude. That's how bad it was. Life was terrible. I can't, man, I look back at it, it's like, holy crap, how did you get out of there? Like, I'm still surprised I got out of that. But I did, and all it is your mind. And I somehow figured that out, and that's why I do what I do, so because I want somebody else to use what I know to get themselves out of a rut too, because I don't want because I barely, I skid suicidal thoughts by like this much. You know what I mean? I actually got down to planning it. That's how bad life was. Um, so here I am now. I'm loving life in Houston. You know, I'm self-educating. I'm renting my own place. You know, I'm in the best physical shape of my life. You know, I'm back on track with my career. I make videos and I preach the stuff I do because, again, as bad as I may have had it, I know somebody else out there has it worse. Like my coach Carlos, for instance. He came from Brazil. He came from the barrios. You know, his family was taken away from him. You know, people were doing drugs. People were getting killed and all this and that. He hopped on a bus. He came to America. All kinds of stuff. You know, people have it way worse in this world than I did. I just figured out how to maintain happiness, and I just figured out, talking to Helen Nguyen, that I don't just have happiness, that I have joy, and joy is a higher form of happiness, because happiness comes from materialistic things. Joy comes from being internally at peace with yourself and content with yourself. And she's right. I am joyful. I do have a lot of joy. Joy, once you have joy in your life, happy is one thing. Happy comes from, happy with your job. You're happy with your significant other. You're happy with your financials. You're happy with the car you have. You're happy with this and that you have. But are you happy with yourself? Even if you got all that, there's still a big possibility that you may not be happy with yourself for some odd reason. Now, once you're happy with yourself, you find inner peace, you find clarity, bada bing, bada boom, you're joyful. Once you're joyful, you got so much of it inside of you, nothing is a problem. You want to share it with other people. You're totally at peace with yourself in situations that happen to you. So I figured out how to maintain all that, and that's why I do what I do. The right mindset and a strong will is all it takes, to be honest with you guys. I did a lot of studying on this stuff. I watch motivational videos every day. I feel like a machine sometimes. I don't even, I'm eating and I'm watching this stuff. I'm eating and I'm studying this stuff. You just got to know shit happens, and we all make mistakes. So it's just what you do with those mistakes, what you do about those mistakes, that makes you who you are, that makes you a better person. Another reason why I do this is because, I love it when you guys message me. I love it when you guys say, hey, Mike, thanks, that was an inspirational video. Mike, thanks for telling me this. Thanks for telling me that. Mike, that was great. I do it for you guys, man, to know, dude, sometimes I wake up to you guys messaging me that kind of stuff, and that stuff is awesome. When I wake up to you guys messaging me that stuff, I did something right. I know I did something right, and the whole point of me doing that one video is just to get that one person, and I got that one person. Out of like 500, 600, 700 views, I got that one person to message me. Dang, I did it right, man. That's all I want, because I messed up in life. I messed up in life, and I got myself out of it. If you're messing up in life, you can get yourself out of it. You can ask me. I came to my friend my friend Carlos, and oh man, Peter. I went to my friend Carlos. You got to seek help. You got to be so not content with yourself that you seek help. And once you seek help, that's not a sign of weakness. That's a sign of strength, because now you're willing to improve yourself. I was at a point where I was just not having it, and I knew I couldn't do it by myself. So I reached out there and I asked for help from my coach. People at the temple helped me. So I mean, it's a sign of strength that you're trying to move on and that you're trying to do better things with yourself. So yeah, that's why I do it, guys. I do it because of you guys too, because helping you guys actually help me, because once you guys message me those kind of things, dude, it gets me all happy and giddy and stuff inside. So again, shit happens. We all make mistakes in life. It's what you do about those mistakes that makes you who you are. It's what you do about those mistakes that matters. Okay? What's done is done. Just get over it. If I can get through it, so can anyone else. Watch, like, share my videos. Once again, this is a short video on why I do what I do. Right, I want to help kids. I want to help kids because I spoke in front of my friend Anthony. He's a high school teacher. He had me speak in front of a high school class, and I noticed the impact that I had on him. I mean, I spilled my beans to like freaking 60 kids, I think 40 or 60 kids that I didn't even know, and I saw the impact that I had on them. And I was like, wow, if I can do this more often on a grander scale and get kids with the right mindset, that would be awesome. How much can I help the world and change the world by doing so? That's why I want to help kids. So once again, watch, like, share my videos, be strong, be positive, be happy, and be yourself. Will like Mill, guys. After credits. So you guys want, okay, so now the subject is over. You guys can end it now. Who doesn't want to hear me talk right now? You guys can just stop it. You guys want to hear something funny, dude? How I met my friend Carlos? I met Carlos in 2006 at Comcast. Now I started working corporately at Comcast because my ex-girlfriend had introduced me to door-to-door sales, and I got good at it, and I went corporate, and I met Carlos. And then he was making 300 grand a year, and I was making like, I don't know, 7 grand a month, maybe, on and off, somewhere between 5 to 7. He was on a way better level than me. Me and him, we weren't really that much friends. And then, even though he was making all that money, he had problems. 10 years down the line, no, wait. Yeah, 10 years down the line, 11 years down the line, now I got problems, and he's, helping people, and I go to him for help. So it's crazy how I met him, and then, I started hanging out with the wrong crowd, and then later in life, he started helping me, and it's like now we're helping other people together, and it's crazy. It's just crazy how life works. So guys, when you have problems, just realize that, there's a bigger picture to everything. There's a way bigger picture. You're just not seeing it. You're crapping yourselves out over something that, you don't see yet. So just relax, chill, be content with yourself, be content with the situation, whatever's happening. Just let it roll on, man, and you'll see the results later. All right, guys, peace.